Listen, the NBA does not have to be intimidating. The NBA season starts tomorrow, and this video is going to teach you the very basics of what you need to know to watch a game. The NBA is made up of 30 teams, with most of those being based in the US and one outlier in Toronto, Canada. And each of those teams can have up to 15 players on their roster on standard contracts, and an additional 3 players on what we call two-way contracts. But only 5 players are on the court at a time for each team. You may hear their positions referred to in a couple of different ways. Those are the point guard, who's also known as your number 1. The number 2 is what we call a shooting guard. The number 3 is your small forward. The number 4 is your power forward. And the number 5 is the very, very tall player on the court, your center. In the NBA, a basketball game takes place over 4 12-minute quarters for a total amount of 48 minutes of actual game time. This 48 minutes does not include timeouts, stoppages, or period breaks. So when you're looking at NBA players and thinking about the amount of athleticism they have, remember that while we're talking about 48 minutes of game time, a game can last for about 2 hours, and the 48 minutes is the actual time that they are running up and down the court. So that's why NBA players have to not only have a high level of endurance to make it through the entire game, but also the ability to sprint in very fast bursts. The goal by the end of the game is obviously to score more points than your opponent, but there are a couple of different ways that you can score those points, and baskets made from different parts of the court are worth different amounts of points. Any basket made from inside this big arch that you see on either side of the court is worth 2 points, and this big arch is known as the 3-point line, because any basket that's scored from a player who's behind this 3-point line is worth 3 points. And when players are fouled while they're trying to go up for a basket, they'll find themselves on the free throw line. Depending on the situation, players may have an opportunity to shoot 1 free throw. This happens when a player does make the basket but was fouled as well. If players are fouled and don't make a basket, they have an opportunity for 2 or 3 free throws, each worth 1 point. And the number of free throw opportunities depends on where this player was shooting a basket when they were fouled. If the basket would have been worth 2 points, they get 2 shots. If the basket would have been worth 3 points, they get 3 shot attempts. And of course, it's important to understand that there are fouls that happen that don't have anything to do with baskets. When those fouls happen, you won't see a player go to the free throw line. And of course, one of the most important things to understand about the NBA gameplay is the shot clock. Every team has 24 seconds to get a shot off during their offensive play. And if they don't make a shot in those 24 seconds, as long as they hit the rim, if they get their own rebound, that shot clock resets to 14 seconds, allowing them a second attempt. And at any point in the game, if the ball goes out of bounds, it's important to see who touched the ball last. The other team is the one that gets the possession of the ball. These are just the very basics that you need to watch a game. And if you have any questions about the NBA and how basketball works, be sure to drop those in the comments down below, and I will be sure to go through a full basic series for the NBA as the season continues. But just remember that it doesn't have to be an intimidating sport to watch, and that the NBA can be an incredibly fun sport to be a fan of, especially because of how fast-paced and exciting it is. And be sure to follow along for more basics explainers like this one.